Okay, that's that on. So let's see whether we've got any power. So keys in the ignition. Let's see if we've got any power. Oh, we've got ignition light, oil light, fasten seatbelt light. Clock's ticking away. Fuel is reading empty, which is it is right because there's no fuel in it. None of the indicators work. Oh. Well, the wipers work anyway. Now on me TR7 with the V8 in it, the wipers are on the right and the indicators are on the left. That's why it just confused me a little bit. But anyway, the wipers work obviously. And the indicators work as well. When the headlamps pop up. Just go and check them. Yeah, side lights and headlamps work fine. This is for the aerial. So there's power to the radio, but the radio doesn't work, but I'm not bothered about that. All the lights, indicators, wipers, all the electrics seem fine. I mean, I didn't check the horn, did I? Ooh. Yeah, the horn works as well. So I'm going to try turning it over now. It's out of gear. Turns over pretty good. So all I need to do now is I'm going to take a plug out. In fact, I'm not even going to take a plug out. I'm just going to take the HT lead off it and put a plug in it and earth it on the engine and see whether it's sparking. Yeah, let's check for spark first of all. So, HT lead, come here. Oh, that's it. So I'm going to record this bit now because my arm won't reach the ignition key, so I'll watch the footage back to see whether it sparks or not. So let's have a look down here. Right, so now, I know it's a bit dark down here, but the coil's hidden away at the back of the engine here. I've disconnected the lead from the distributor, and I'm going to earth that to the engine somewhere. And then I've disconnected the lead that goes from the coil to the distributor, and I put a jumper cable on it. That's this red one here. So all I have to do, this red cable with the ignition switched on, if I short this out onto the chassis of the car and then watch the end of the HT lead, which is also earthed to the chassis, we should get a spark. So let's turn the lights off and do that. So it's gone very dark in here, so what I've got to do now is get the end of that jumper cable from the coil. I'm going to earth it on the top of one of the bolts on the strut, and then hold the HT lead steadily, just a little bit away from this nut on top of the engine. We should hopefully get a spark. There you go. So that means that the coil is actually okay. So we can concentrate on the distributor now. Right, so eventually yesterday I managed to sort the ignition system out. The main problem was in the distributor. It was all gummy, and the points were pitted. All the contact points in the distributor were all like fuzzed up. So once I'd cleaned everything and put it back together, I now have spark at the plugs. So my next step is to put some fuel in and see if I can get the thing going. Now the tank on this, I don't trust it at the moment, so I've rigged up an auxiliary tank, which I'll show you in a minute. It's got a mechanical fuel pump on this, so hopefully we can draw some fuel through and get the thing running. So here's my auxiliary tank here, courtesy of Amazon. It has this contraption on the end, which is a little valve. Hopefully I can connect up the existing fuel line to this. I might need to adapt it somehow, but yeah, that's the next step. So yeah, here's the fuel line coming from the tank. It's a solid mild steel to about here, and it obviously changes to rubber. So I'm going to disconnect that, connect up my auxiliary tank. Hopefully we can get some fuel into the engine and hopefully start it up. So let's try that. So didn't even make an attempt to start there. I don't think somehow the fuel is getting through to the carburetors. So I'm going to take this filter box off now. It's my next step. Spray some Easy Start into the backs of the carbs, and we'll try that way. So I've just tried it with Easy Start in the inlets here, and it actually did fire up for a second or two. So I've set the auxiliary tank up now. I'll put some fuel in it and connected it to the mechanical fuel pump down there. Hopefully it's going to start. Oh well, no problem, starts pretty well now. The only problem is the viscous fan is kaput. You can rattle its head off. That's completely gone now. Now I don't know whether to replace the whole unit, try and repair it, or just scrap it completely and put an electronic fan on it. I'll have a little think about that. So I'll carry on with this now, and if there's anything I can show you, I will do. So I'll catch you later.